Only Northern Senate presidency can do it. The Northern senators have been complaining about the Tinubu administration's lack of attention to the region. If they change the Senate leadership with a Northern senator, they can do so much. As the saying goes, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Senator Akpabio's tenure as Senate President is increasingly becoming untenable as each moment passes. Since his leadership began, he rubber-stamped two controversial budgets for Tinubu. Notwithstanding, one cannot deny the direct support of the 58 Northern senators. Stunned by thousands of stocks flying over the sky in Gavendike, Northern senators and even state governors across political parties have been vocal about Akpabio's attitude. Senator Abo made allegations that Akpabio was behind his removal. Oyo governor debunked Akpabio's claim that state governors were given 30 billion naira for palliatives. He rightly so categorized the statement as a way of inciting the public against the governors. It is a wonder how Senator Jimo Ibrahim never saw this as a criminal offense worth notifying the police. Senator Ningi has been suspended despite backtracking the allegation of budget pardon by the government. Bayo Onanoga disputed Ningi's claim and went on to push the pardon allegation on the National Assembly, that it is the National Assembly that added 1.27 trillion naira to the 2024 budget. It is not surprising how the senators are trying to sweep the presidency accusations under the carpet. Another observation point from Ningi's comments is the insinuation that the government is shortchanging the North. Senator Ndume raised this issue too when he was challenging the CBN and FAN against moving some of the departments to Lagos. But it seems the public is hell-bent on making it a non-issue. These issues are quite critical in the country. The Northern senators must understand that the budgetary allocations and policies that will work to bring development to the North are the same as those that will generate growth across the whole economy. Therefore, they must be attentive to issues raised by these lawmakers to ensure that the proper investments are made in the region. Looking back, one would think that the Senate would be prudent to probe the 2023 supplementary budget. The rubber stamped because the palliative payments were not disbursed as appropriated. When the governors debunked the claims made by Akpabio that they had received 30 billion naira, they went on to say that even the 5 billion naira that Tinubu claimed to have disbursed was not correct. They only received 2 billion naira and it was provided as a loan to states. This makes one wonder how the Northern Senators Forum was silent on the presidency advice to states facing high levels of poverty rates. For example, Kano and Kaduna State are expected to disburse palliative worth 2 billion naira to their 10.5 million and 8 million poor people, just like they do to the 1.7 million poor people in Kwara and 1.4 million poor people in Nasarawa State. It is more puzzling when you think these sums are loans. On the recent budget, the Northern senators are complicit in rubber stamping the 2024 budget, which they are also complaining about. How did they manage to rubber stamp a budget that saw them shortchanged? If a Northerner held the leadership, this would not have happened. Similarly, the Northern senators stand in a good position to address the insecurity issues in Nigeria. They have a chance to challenge the government policies and appointments, which are responsible for the country's security challenges. It is imperative to acknowledge that improving security in the North will result in increased agricultural production, thereby ensuring food security nationwide. The lawmakers can address the ongoing kidnappings and outrageous ransom demands made by the bandits or terrorists, but only if a Northern senator leads the Senate, because they're the ones that will make it a priority. Promises like donating December salaries to the Tundumbiri community are not yielding results. On the contrary, Akpabio is comfortable with Tinubu's lopsided appointment, while the rest of the country, including the North, expresses disquiet. This discomfort stems from the belief that a Northern Senate president would have addressed such imbalances and likely demanded more scrutiny regarding appointments that go against the principle of the federal character. The population number is significant when it comes to election, and it is assumed that Tinubu will be planning to install a stooge as the next INEC president. If the Northern senators hold the Senate leadership, they will ensure that the North remains significant in electing the next president, as we have always done. So, it will be a waste of resources for Northern senators to meet Tinubu to discuss policy when they have an ace up their sleeve. Instead of creating unnecessary tension in the media, taking the Senate presidency would turn the tables and make Tinubu begin to chase the National Assembly for approvals. Besides, why should Northern lawmakers be crying out for help when they can create a scenario to compel Tinubu to beg for their approval? This call for the Northern Senate president is a clarion call for change in the National Assembly. It is a call to action that transcends partisan divides and sectional interests, a rallying cry for principled governance and a commitment to the collective welfare of the Nigerian people. Bravo! Let me clap for these people. Do you know I'm clapping for them? They are coming out. Can you carefully see how they came out and say, it is a Northern Senate president that will do this? Is it? Is it not Ahmad Lawan that was the Northern Senate president last, of the 10th Senate? I beg you, let us hear a word. Please, let me hear a word. You understand? That is what I picked. I'm like, wait too. These people cannot. Is it not Ahmad Lawan that was there? These people can never cease to amaze me. She see these people. And I now looked at the person that wrote the piece. Thank you. Thank God I'm not the only one saying this. What did Lawan do during his time? They couldn't allow this country to keep peace, for God's sake. Happen now. Must everything be headed by the North? Now, wow, in a problem to my dear. You don't, as you be me for mine, that's what you talk about. These people, then so they give wahala. Can somebody tell them to chill? Is it not Ahmad Lawan that was the Senate president of the 10th Senate? What did he do? Was it not there? They were collecting all the loans. The same thing you're accusing Tinubu is the same thing. In fact, his own is even worse now because breeze never blow away. Make fire open. Kai, make them rest. Why did we say they don't? They have their body. They let people pay. They convert. People get they say they call this sickness. It gets they call this sickness. A person will get epilepsy. Why did they do like that? Like person will get epilepsy. Anytime people will come up for their hand. Then chill. This power now turn by turn. As you don't reach Tinubu turn now, you don't reach a South turn. After South turn, she go be Northern turn again. Abi, let the rest. Alright, so on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest.